This Bridget the Midget story is pretty funny. The whole thing.
It?
Yeah, the whole thing is good. It's good. You want to start? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 121 of the Tasteless Gentlemen. I always look at your computer when I'm looking over there. I realized that. I saw that on the last show. I was like looking fucking down here, and there's a fucking camera. Anyway, welcome to episode 121 of the Tasteless Gentlemen. We have Dom in his Halloween garb.
Happy Halloween!
You're the only festive motherfucker out of all of us. I mean,
right?
Ziggy's kind of got like an outfit on, but
Yeah, it's Halloween. 'Tis the season. You know what I mean? Oh, that's Christmas. My bad.
nah, you can say 'tis the season. There's some people.
Spooky season.
Yeah, there's some people who love Halloween more than Christmas. Alex,
Taco meat out.
Scoop.
Taco meets out.
Let's get the fucking energy up.
I know.
Let's go.
Let's do it, man.
All right.
And Zigtavius, what's up, buddy?
You want to beer bong some of those
Butt
White
chug?
Claws?
Fuck it, butt chug 'em,
For
dude.
sure got a butt chug.
Crush it. No, you gotta crush it on your forehead, Dom.
Yeah, he'll never DJ again. He'll
Yeah,
knock
I know.
himself
Yeah,
out.
I was about to fucking get stitches on my forehead doing some stupid shit.
This would be the
I was
second,
that
the
close.
second Stitch story of the day.
I was about to do it too. Like, yeah, you're right. No, wait a minute.
Pussy.
Can you turn the everything down a little bit? We're
Everything down?
spiking.
All right.
I see it.
Boom.
Boom.
How's that?
Much better.
Shout outs, Patreon.
Okay, yeah, shout outs. We have Jess Sharps, I think that's her name on there. Henry RNH.
Yep.
And Kayla the Pocket Cop. You guys all just joined recently. That's awesome. Thanks for the support. If you guys want to jump on the Discord, there's I think there's 150 people that are on there.
Yep.
And you know, most people are intermittent, but there's
At all hours.
some people there are on there 24/7.
Yes.
They harass me. They call me names. They make fun of me.
Yeah.
It's not very nice. But you can join them.
My feelings are hurt.
My feelings are hurt. You can join them through the Patreon. There's tiers from $1. That's all the memes we post that we can't put anywhere else. $5 Discord, and then all the way up to the T-shirt club.
T-shirt club, yeah.
And the Saudi Prince. We give you blowjobs level. I think that's $500 million.
Sucky.
Long time.
I mean, I ain't gay, but 5 million is 500 million. 500 million is 500 million.
Everyone's taking a dip
That's
for $500 million.
That's $6 billion a
Man, I
year.
will take a shot in the mouth. I don't give a fuck. Are you kidding me?
Your morals go right out the
Yeah.
window.
Oh yeah, what morals?
Yeah, what morals? Exactly.
I
Wait,
mean,
that's a shirt. Morals pointing to, or money pointing to morals. I'm gonna
By the
write
way,
that down. I like
you guys
that
would
one.
get mad at me if I didn't.
yeah, I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Because like if I was bringing home that kind of money,
You could set your whole family. You could set generations.
how many Vegas trips are we doing? How many
However many you want.
How many trips are we doing to fucking
Buying
Cancun?
Vegas. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
I mean,
is it-
500 million is
Yeah.
a lot of money.
yeah.
That's $6 billion a year.
That ain't 500 a month.
500 million a month is what he said. Yeah.
Oh wow. Is there anything you wouldn't do for 500 million a month?
I mean, something that might land me in jail.
Nah, I'd even
You know what I
I'd
mean?
even go
Like-
to prison if
Yeah.
it were a short term.
How much time? I mean, I could do 20 years.
20 years.
That's a lot.
$500 million? Are you hearing this? It's not about you anymore.
No, it's about me.
No, it's not. 20 years
you would do 20 years in prison.
for $500 million?
I have a feeling someone like you would go into jail and then you have to be initiated into like the black gang,
Yeah.
and then you have to like stab somebody, and then it just makes your sentence longer and longer.
They
and
add
longer,
more years to
and
your
then you never
sentence.
get out.
Still worth. No, I'm telling you, everyone, all your family will never work again.
and then-
Okay, but we have not.
And then Scoop's coming out in the Brotherhood.
What family though? Like I ain't got no family right now. Like
I mean, yeah, I don't have kids, but like
that's
yeah,
what I'm saying though. It would benefit your kids more.
But all your entire family, no
yeah,
one has
but then
to
your
work.
kids are like, "Oh, Dad's in jail for 20 years. I never knew my father. They're gonna grow up all fucked
Dude,
up."
he's not gonna know him anyway.
If you're a corporate fucking CEO that's making, you know, whatever, $300,000 a month or whatever you're making, you're a VP
A
type.
lot of money.
Yeah, and you're making a bunch of money. They don't know you anyway. You're never there. You're basically in jail every day, going to work from 7 to fucking 7 at night. That's jail. It's the same thing, but more money. Go fuck yourself.
So you're saying you would go to jail for the sacrifice of the wealth of your family?
Yeah, you
Yes,
wouldn't.
that's what he's saying.
No.
I would do if I had one child that was a piece of shit. I would go to jail for the rest of my. Dude, that's what OJ did. What are we talking about over here?
What are you saying? Took the rap for his son?
Yes, his son killed his mom. Google that shit. The Earth is flat. Go fuck yourself.
I ain't going to jail. Nah, fuck all that. They're gonna rape me too.
Speaking of CEOs,
That's true.
not-
You gotta factor in the
Right
rape.
in the keister.
Yeah.
Speaking of CEOs who are not like around their family or whatever, I was just out with my brother this morning. We're talking about some people we grew up with, and his one of our friends parents got divorced recently, but not really divorced, just like separated. I guess his dad had been like started some company in like Florida and had basically just not been at home. And apparently one of our friend was coming down to visit, and he's at the airport and ran into his dad.
No shit.
Just randomly.
Who was with like some like younger chick.
Hell yeah.
And he walked up and he basically, instead of like hugging him and saying hi, like, oh, it's my son, he like addressed him by his first name and shook his hand. It was like, how are you doing?
Hello, Richard. Wow.
Like not trying to like be to this, this younger woman, like, oh, here's my son.
Wow.
Yeah, you're same age and shit.
Yeah.
Pussy on the mind. Makes you do weird shit.
That's like fucked up.
Fucking dumbass kids. I'm trying to get laid.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck them
Fuck
kids.
them
Damn.
Yeah, so I almost got arrested last weekend.
No shit.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, that was last week.
You said
yeah.
some of the Patreon people know little
Yeah.
minimal details about this?
Some of the people on Discord, because right after the next morning, I was kind of, just talking about it with them a little bit. But
Yeah.
Being black on a Thursday night.
nope, I wish it were that simple. That's not real. So my girlfriend's friend was in town, and it was hilarious. So I get down to go meet them because they're going out like for hours, and I just don't really feel like.
Is this
so.
like long-term friend?
Yeah, she known her whole life. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So they're going out for like hours and hours and hours. So I just keep going down to meet them. Like every couple. She was here for 5 or 6 days. I think I went out like twice with them. Right?
Was she staying with you guys?
Yeah, yeah. And anyway, so I get down to where they're partying, and this was so fucking funny. The girl, not my girlfriend, but the girl is riding. Have you guys seen those new scooters down there where they have like seats on them?
Yeah,
It's
like
like a
mini-
bicycle.
the mini
almost.
bikes?
The wheels.
Yeah, it's
wheels
basically
ones
it's like
or
an
whatever,
actual
yeah.
like scooter looking
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And those ones are way better too.
Way better, yeah. But she's riding it, so she's riding it into Duck Dive, and they're like, "Get the fuck out of here!" She's riding it around the bar. She rode it into the taco shop and like smashed the not sliding door, but like the screen door.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Damn.
it was hilarious though. Like, it was so fucking funny. She rode it into the wings place, Dirty Birds.
Yeah.
Wow.
She rode it in.
She was drunk.
Oh yeah. But like funny drunk though. It wasn't annoying.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Well,
Yeah.
that's still a DUI.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh
Damn,
man,
yeah,
could you
for sure.
imagine getting a trespassing fucking DUI, everything, man?
Throw
You
the
get
fucking
fucked on
book
that
at
one,
you,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, so anyway, I meet them down there, and I had a couple other friends that were right in the area, so we all kind of like link up. By the time I really they were too drunk. I mean, she's riding this fucking scooter. And
Yeah.
So girl and her, they go home. Anyway, I'm hanging out with a couple other buddies, and one of the guys is a former UFC dude.
Oh, so new friends?
New friends.
All new friends. Yeah.
Yeah. But he's for the people at my gym. He doesn't train at our gym, so don't start looking around. But anyway, but
It's me.
He's not a guy from our gym. Anyway, so hanging out with this dude. He's usually really cool. I've hung out with him, I don't know, dozens of times. Everything's always been pretty chill, like no issues, right? Everyone kind of pieces out, and it just ends up being me and him. And we're just hanging out. everything's going fine. And
Where's this at?
down in PB.
Okay.
And he's going through some personal issues with his family, right? So I'm trying to
Be a good friend?
yeah, just hang
Yeah.
out with them. And anyway, this girl comes up and she's starting to like party, and she's like vibing him. I'm like, oh, perfect. Like I'm gonna try to get him laid. That helps all issues,
Of course.
every time. So they're hanging out. We end up going to a different part of the bar, and somehow a fight, like an argument, not a fight, but an argument breaks out between my buddy and this group of dudes. And I don't even really know what's going on. I mean, he's screaming. Like, you ever seen a girl scream and cry at the same time?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he's screaming.
Oh, he's mad.
And I don't even know how
He got to that level?
point.
So it went from 0 to 100 like
In
that.
seconds. And
Yeah.
the girl that he was talking to is standing at the table. So, like, I don't know if they said something. And anyway, I knew one of the bouncers, and the guy was like, bro, get your boy. Like, what are you doing? I was like, all right, we got to go. And I keep saying that, like, all right. It's time to go.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah. And he's screaming. This goes on for like 3 minutes, and the whole bar stopped, because he's screaming at the top of his
How did they
lungs.
not kick him out like them?
I
kick
think
him
it's
out?
because so I was looking at one of the other guys in the group,
Yeah.
and I just kept going like, we're good. Like, kept saying that. He's like, no, we're good. Like, trying to keep it cool.
Yeah.
Trying
like-
to diffuse the
Yeah, trying to
situation.
make
Wait, so what was this over? Just
They were, I guess, my buddy speaks like 3 languages, and the guy, this is so stupid. And somehow the guy spoke one of the languages, but he not very well. And then he keeps telling my buddy that he doesn't speak the language. It was the weirdest thing.
Sounds like a legitimate thing to get mad about.
So dumb. And he's like, no, and the guy lived in this country for like 4 years. So my buddy legitimately speaks the language. And then the other dude's like, no, you don't. So stupid. Like, what is the point? This isn't even, it's so dumb, right? Anyway, so I finally get my buddy outside. Now he's outside screaming at the, through the plate glass.
At the building?
At the dude. And I'm losing my patience. Yeah. And the girl is now, so it's us three. So it's this girl that we just met and my buddy and me. And I was like, all right, I'm going to get some White Claws from the corner store right there. I'm going to come back and we're going to leave. And the girl's like, oh, we'll go to my house and party. Perfect.
That's outstanding.
I'm like, perfect. My buddy will get laid, right?
Yeah.
So I go to get the White Claws. I come back. He's still fucking screaming. I pick him up like a baby and carry him down the block. He's like, get your fucking hands off me. I was like, dude, you're acting like a child.
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, I'm trying to get you to fuck. And then, so now we're walking down the block. We're walking to this girl's house. This girl just moved to San Diego. She doesn't know anybody. She doesn't have anything at her house. So
she hot?
She's pretty cute. Yeah. So we're walking and the whole time my friend is screaming about this dude. Still.
Maybe he's about to get laid and he still won't shut the fuck up.
He's yelling that homophobic F word over and over and over and over, screaming at top of his lungs.
On a scale of 1 to blacked out, how fucked up was he?
Not very.
Really?
Yeah, because I met him at the same time. I probably had 4 or 5 beers.
So is he just an angry dude?
I mean, he's going through personal shit.
Yeah,
so maybe
that's
that's part of it. But
that's true.
Anyway, so the whole time and it's funny because I'm trying to play like the nice clown, with the girl, trying to keep
Come on, buddy, you got titties.
In my mind, I can't believe she's bringing us to this house.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I don't even know this
because she saw, obviously she was there. She saw all this, right?
And he's still going in the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the whole time.
To who? Just in general?
To us, basically, but screaming about how he's going to fuck that
She
dude
wanted
up.
some dick.
Apparently.
Or to get trained.
Yeah.
Choo-choo.
I actually, anyway. Okay, so,
The old bird is watching. Turn it off.
Skirt, skirt. So the whole time we're walking over there, like I said, he's screaming. We finally get up to her house. There's literally not a thing in the entire apartment. She moved in that day. She bought a couch that morning.
That's a lie. She's been there for a year.
I'm about to say, don't invite people over, man. You got shit to sit on.
I mean, her apartment was really nice. I walked around her apartment and I'm like looking through the closets and shit, like, just because there's nothing in there. I was like, this is
this is a nice place.
Yeah.
How many square feet you got here?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice place, nigga.
I pee in the corner, stomp her couch out. Anyway, so they start vibing a little bit. This is like 15, 20 minutes. I had the 12-pack of White Claw.
Were you just standing in the kitchen drinking them?
I was sitting on the couch. And
okay.
It was a big couch. They were sitting on like the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just, minding my own business, minding mine and drinking my White Claw. Mm-hmm. And then they're like dancing. They're having fun. I was like, oh, perfect. Then they're on the wall. Bitch has her titties out. Beautiful.
Really?
Perfect. Oh, yeah, she had her titties out. Yeah, she pulled. I kind of initiated it because she had these like weird rubber things on her.
Like the cutlets?
Yeah, they're like little
nipple blockers.
So I'd never even. Yeah, she was saying like I get hard nips all the time, so I have to wear these things, these like pasties.
Hey,
what is that?
Oh, these weren't cutlets. These were just like to protect the.
Yeah. It was like these little
protect the nipple.
So she pulled them off, and then once she pulled those off, the titties just stayed out.
Boing.
So now she's dancing,
Nice.
very nice, and I'm jerking off.
I was about to say, you pull the dick out, set the mood.
Yeah, it's not cheating if you just jerk off in the corner.
Yeah, exactly. So now she's dancing on my buddy, right? Titties out, fully out. She's wearing like one of those like, dress kind of shirts, like flowy deals. Mm-hmm. Titties completely
loose
out.
fitting.
As soon as I saw the titties, she's dancing with my buddy. I ordered the Uber. I was like, perfect.
Yep.
I'm going to take a couple White Claws. I'm going to go home. Perfect. Somewhere in there, she ball tapped him or something as a joke. Like literally as I'm standing up. So I look, I'm like, oh, this is going well. I call the Uber. I stand up.
Brake slamming.
What a wingman.
Dude.
Record.
All I hear is you dumb fucking cunt.
Wow.
At the top, like the loudest you can hear.
Still screaming. Same level he was at the bar.
You dumb fucking cunt.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, this can't be real. It's like just from the scenario,
nah.
Like you just fell in pussy,
bro. I just gave you the alley-oop of a lifetime.
Yeah. I was like, this can't be real. And I'm looking at him, and he's screaming. He's getting louder. I'm like, oh, this is real. And I say, are you fucking serious? And he's like, yeah, I'm fucking serious. Like, this dumb fucking cunt ball tapped me.
What the fuck?
Are we for real right now?
Bro, her titties are out.
I know. And then I'm like, come on. And I said his name. I was like, come on. He was like, no, fuck you.
Wow.
I was like, fuck me.
What the fuck did I do?
Like, what the fuck did I do? Yeah, what did I do? And she's like, can you calm down or something? He's like, no, bitch, I'll fucking kill you.
Wow.
Loud.
Jesus.
And I was like, my dude, and I was like, come on, dude, what are you talking about right now? What are you doing right now? And he's like, I'll fucking kill you too.
Wow.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? What? I'm so confused. And then he's starting to like pace and get all worked up. I was like, oh, I might have to fight this dude. What the fuck is going on here? And he brought some. So on the way over to her house, he brought he stopped at his car and grabbed like a backpack full of like weed shit. Whatever weed people have, bongs and fucking dildos, and
Crack pipe,
patchouli oil, all that shit. Anyway, so he had his bag and he's like throwing, basically weed and shit and his fucking pipe back in his bag, and he's fucking dope cut. I'll fuck this bitch up. Blah, blah. At this point, she is visibly shaking.
Yeah, she's scared
crying.
shitless. Yeah.
She's scared. She got 2 fucking dudes in her house.
Yeah.
And she's visibly shaking and crying. And I was like, dude, calm down. I kept saying, like, just leave. Calm down. He won't calm down. He's fucking screaming in my face. And so finally he grabs his shit and goes out the door and slams her door so hard that it broke the glass on the not on the door.
Like the window?
The window on the side. That's how hard he slammed
Well,
it.
that deposit's gone.
Yeah.
First day she moved in too. Fuck,
First day.
man.
$1,200 deposit.
Hey,
Mine.
Thank you.
you moved out here for that ocean breeze. Now you got it.
Damn, dude, this is fucked up.
So I'm standing there and I'm basically between her and the door, basically. Because I kind of was in
So
that
he'd already
position.
exited,
He
slammed the
exited,
door and
slammed the
walked
door,
out.
And I'm basically standing between her and the door.
Yeah.
And I have my hands up like this and I keep saying, I'm so sorry. Because she's crying and shaking, right?
Yeah.
I'm afraid she's going to freak out,
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm just like, I'm so sorry. I've never seen him do it because I haven't seen him ever do that. I've seen him freak out a little bit, not like that though.
Here's $5 in a White Claw.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm so sorry. So I'm thinking in my head, all right, I'm for sure leaving, right? I got no purpose here now. I can't. The old bird's cock blocking me from a distance. I can't fuck this
She's
shit.
fucking circling the area like a fucking helicopter.
Yeah.
She's at home with a voodoo doll.
She's like a drone, a predator drone.
got the spotlight on you.
Man, I can't
Yeah,
put my
UAV.
This chick still has her titties out, by the way.
Hey.
Yeah. And
Well,
anyway,
she was probably fucking scared shitless
scared
at this
shit.
point.
She was really scared. So I'm standing there and I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna grab these White Claws and head home, right? So the White Claws are sitting on the counter, and I take I don't even know how to do it without so I have one in my hand, right?
Yeah.
So if you're watching on YouTube, I have one in my hand, and I take the slightest step forward, and she takes a full step backwards. And I immediately realize she's fucking really scared. She's scared I'm gonna do something. now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, justifiably.
Well, she doesn't know either of you from
I don't even know
fucking
this chick's-
Adam,
yeah, exactly.
dude.
I don't know this chick's name. She doesn't know my fucking name. She just had 2 dudes, and this guy freaked out over nothing.
And she's half naked?
she's
Fuck,
half naked.
dude.
And you're black.
And
Yeah.
but it was literally that I took lean and took a hat. So I'm gonna grab those White Claws, and she just full step backwards. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
I'm going to leave the White Claws.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I had a full one in my hand. Yeah.
These are on the house.
Yeah, these are on the house. So I don't really say. I was like, I'm so sorry. I just keep saying that, and I start back up, and she just loses her shit. She's like, get the fuck out of my house. She's like, I'm calling the fucking.
Well,
cops.
yeah, she stepped back into reality,
Yup,
dude.
and
Shock
she-
had worn off.
She grabbed her phone, and I'm just like, okay. I was like, I'll get the fuck out of here. And so remember when this whole thing started, I just ordered the Uber.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I walk outside, my Uber's sitting
Perfect.
literally right there. So I
Perfect.
just stepped right in the Uber, and I was okay. That was weird. I just go home. So this whole time I'm thinking what do I do with this scenario?
I thought the scenario's over once you left.
yeah, but what about this dude? I know this guy. I see this guy. What am I
Yeah,
supposed to do now?
that's an awkward situation.
Pretty awkward.
That's a fight on site right there.
What they call it, Joe? Kill on site?
Yeah.
KOS? I mean, I don't see him that often. I see him once a month.
That's
or something
definitely
like
a
that.
serious conversation type of interaction, though.
Yeah. So the whole day, I'm just waiting for him to text me hey, my bad. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like that's
the least the motherfucker could do, dude.
Yeah, what if
My
you just
bad.
wake up and get the fucking you gotta watch your back text?
right. Yeah. I'm expecting my bad, something, nothing all day. So that was a Saturday night. No, it's Sunday. Nothing all day. I'm like, oh, that's fucking weird. Monday rolls around. I get just one emoji. That's it. Just
Like a
with
sad face?
Nope. Eye roll.
Eggplant?
The
Oh.
eye roll emoji.
From him.
And I just respond question marks. What do you mean eye roll? What the fuck? And then he's like, yeah, that was crazy. That bitch was fucking nuts. nigga, you nuts.
It was you.
On a side note, whenever you hear people who are always talking about, oh, that dude's crazy or that bitch is crazy, like it's always them that's crazy.
It's them, yes. So then he says that 5 minutes. So obviously I was home by this. All this went down. So he left, and then went to go cool down. That's what he said. Okay, from what? Who the fuck knows? He goes to cool down. And then he's like, I came back to her apartment to find you. And then I was like, yeah, I left, obviously.
Yeah.
And then she let him back in.
What the fuck?
What the fuck's right? But she'd already called the cops. So then what she did was this savage. Yeah. So she called the cops, let him back.
I
in the
can't knock
apartment.
that maneuver though.
No. And then she's like, yeah, I'll be back. Took the White Claws and pieced out. The cops showed up.
Oh man, chestnut motherfucking checkers.
No, nothing happened.
That's the old honeypot.
Well, the thing was, nothing happened because he didn't actually do anything, and she wasn't there to say anything. So nothing ended up happening, but the cops did show up.
So they showed up to a guy in a fucking
He's sitting
apartment.
at an apartment, yeah.
It's not his,
And then
it's empty.
He stayed there till 5:30 in the morning. She didn't come back, and she
took those White Claws and got some more dick.
My White Claws. What the fuck, right?
Why would can you imagine sitting there in some random person's apartment with nothing in there?
Never.
Till 5 in the morning?
I want to be able to replace that window for her.
Fuck no.
What, you want to start a Tasteless Gentlemen GoFundMe?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel kind of bad.
The fuck? You had nothing to do with
It's got nothing
it.
to do with you. It's Dana White's fault.
You know what that was? That was cheap construction. That's the property owner's fault right there. You gotta put some double pane windows.
Yeah,
That one.
double
That's
pane.
crazy.
It was crazy. I remember looking at his face when he was screaming, because it's one thing to scream at some dudes or whatever, but when we were at the
Oh,
apartment,
he just was seeing red, dude.
when he's looking at me, and I was trying to figure out if this was real. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
It just didn't make click. Oh, you're about to fuck. Why aren't you screaming? What is going on right now?
You'd have been arrested in a fucking second, dude.
That's why I'm glad I left.
Yeah.
Right? I was like, and I'm leaving. I didn't.
You'd still be in jail right
I
now.
wanted those White Claws so bad, but
She took him and was like, yo, what are you doing right now, babe?
yeah.
Let me ride that dick, and I got some White Claws on the house.
Got 10 White Claws ready to go. Yeah, it was pretty frightening though. It's pretty frightening. He was really pissed.
But imagine the first night in a new place. You're all excited. It's
In
a
a
new
new
place, new city, and that happens.
Welcome to
I wanna
PB,
go to her
bitch.
house. We should. I know where she lives at. We should. Because I wasn't that drunk.
Yeah.
I should go see if she wants to come on the show and tell her side.
That'd be funny as shit.
It'd be funny.
We gotta know for sure. Did you ball tap or did you just twerk too hard?
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is she's probably just trying to be funny, and she's drunk, and she was literally grinding on
Who
him.
cares what reason
He
she
probably
did
had a
it? It
hard
doesn't
dick.
matter.
If I was about to get laid, the girl could piss on my grandma's grave, and I'd be like, "Oh, okay."
Can I still fuck?
Yeah, figure it out later.
Yeah. I'll get angry about this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just right now.
She
I'm
takes
trying
your
to fuck.
grandma's urn and she chucks it off the roof. And you're like,
Yeah.
Throws your dog over the balcony.
Takes the ashes and fucking just puts it in her hand over there like LeBron.
Or blows it out like gold dust.
yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, so you haven't talked to him since?
I did. I talked to him briefly. I ran into him at a spot, and I talked briefly. It seems like he's trying to feel me out because I don't know if he realizes how crazy. I even said it when we were texting later. I was like, "That was some bipolar shit," and he was like, "Yeah, that was pretty crazy." I'm like, "No. That was some."
I think you gotta
bipolar shit,
I think
bro."
you gotta fucking be candid and set him straight and be like, "Listen, I gotta talk to you man to man. Like this shit. If I had been there, I'd be in jail right now, and that's not. I don't want to fucking hang out with people who are a liability."
Or you
Yeah,
just
those-
don't
yeah.
answer.
Those
Just don't go out with them.
That doesn't say, but those are the kind of people I would hang out with when I was 19, 20, 21, like that age.
Yeah.
And now when those people come around, I'm like, all right, man, I'm not.
Yeah, you
trying
go
to
the
get-
other direction.
Yeah.
Too old for this shit.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's
Old enough where this shit should not be happening?
Oh yeah, and he's a little bit older than me.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
you're-
They probably take a few shots in the head before. So,
Yeah, well, I mean, not really, but yeah. Maybe.
what did you say? He was a fighter? Or no?
Yeah, but I mean,
I mean, that's some,
UFC's on boxing.
yeah, but that's serious bipolar shit,
Yeah.
though. You know?
Yeah, that is over the top.
Like to snap like that, that's fucking scary.
I mean, to be fair, he's dealing with some pretty serious
yeah,
family shit.
I get it. But we all fight our own battles every day.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah.
We're
The
not
demons.
fucking screaming at random chicks who want to fuck us.
Yeah, Dom's fighting the critters
Every night, baby. Every night. At 3 a.m.
Do you go around with the holy water before you go to sleep?
Hell yeah. Put it
Dom's
around my
burning
bed.
sage and shit before he goes to bed every night.
Sprinkling.
I had lunch with a friend of mine a couple weeks ago. And she was like, "Yeah, I got bad vibes from this house, so I saged the entire house." I'm like, "Shut the
It's called smudging.
That has a
Smudging,
name?
yeah.
Smudging.
I think that's what it
You
is.
think sage works?
No.
No. Just like I don't think crystals work. Just like I don't think fucking horoscopes or any of that bullshit is legit.
All right. I don't have any. I just know it's popular. Some girl gave me some. I thought it was fucking like wood.
What, sage?
So yeah. So I threw that shit away. I was like, clean. I was like, what the fuck is this wood doing? Threw that shit away.
I like
oh,
the
shit.
smell of it though, because it
Yeah?
reminds me of, like being out in the woods and camping.
What
Shit.
is it though? Is
It's
it
just
wood?
a plant.
Oh,
No, it's a
okay.
plant.
All right.
I-
It grows fucking.
yeah.
You can drive like to East County, San Diego. It grows everywhere.
And get my own
What does it
sage.
smell like? Like pine? Like
No,
pine
it just
trees
it
are
smells
kinda?
like sage. Like if you would know it. It's just sage has like pine has a distinct smell. Sage has a distinct smell.
Of all plants, why that one? Ghosts don't like that one?
Because it's a Native American
'Cause
thing.
have
Like
you ever-
allegedly, they used to use it to I don't know, for various reasons.
probably to get high.
No, I don't think you get high from it.
This should be the test for everybody. If astrology works, if sage worked, why doesn't the military use it? If it worked, they're the ones who
Hey,
test.
maybe that's what's in
everything.
Area 51.
Yeah, at the highest levels they do. You just don't have clearance.
You know, clearance for the sage.
Yeah, you don't have clearance for that.
Let me see your sage pass.
That's top secret.
The crystal and the horoscope thing. I don't know if it's more common now or I'm just seeing it more because I'm aware of it, but I see it all over Instagram.
Dude, your girl will read her horoscope in the morning talking about like her love life falling apart and be looking at you the entire day like,
Yeah.
all right.
It said
What's
it's
he gonna do today?
Yeah.
It's always so vague too. It's never
Yeah.
But that's why it's so nuts to me that people fucking put so much credence in it. I'm like, dude, it's like the crystal thing. People like decided to find a crystal and assign a fucking meaning to it. Like somebody somewhere somehow was like, oh, this crystal is going to protect you from critters.
It's like the
Right?
But
And
this
then
crystal that gets you
but
high.
then everyone else is like, yeah, I'm going to believe that.
what's like those people that run like mega churches will like sell like items that will like grant you your salvation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
they'll sell. I've seen holy water for sale
Yeah.
from certain fucking churches and
That's
pastors.
some grifting ass shit.
Jesus
Oh,
sells,
yeah.
bro. My friend was gonna do like a online Jesus shop.
oh, dude,
Wait, can we back? What the fuck is an online Jesus shop?
Everything Jesus, man. You
buddy,
buy all
buddy,
that.
buddy Jesus.
Yeah, basically. Like, you know
So
what I mean?
just like Jesus merch.
This is Jesus merch.
Oh, that's dope.
He was like, Jesus sells,
dude,
bro. I can sell this.
Kanye's doing a performance with Joel Osteen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are
at
you
his-
serious?
At his mega church, yeah.
Ugh.
What was that dude? He was the flooding guy, right?
Yeah.
In Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dude who's like $100 millionaire or whatever, you know, with big ass mansions and expensive cars.
But won't let anybody
Wouldn't let
in.
anybody in.
That's the biggest grift of all time.
Ever.
Of mega
The
church.
Ever,
mega
yeah,
churches-
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they have that show Righteous Gemstones, which is basically that. You haven't seen
Righteous
No.
that? Yeah, the
Gemstones.
Righteous Gemstones with what's his name, the dude who plays Kenny Powers, Danny McBride. Is that his
Okay.
name? So yeah, it's like them. It's like a mega church family, and it's just about their whole fucking con. Like how they have these like mega churches. They go to like a new town and they open up a mega church. They close all the other churches down. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, it's like opening a Walmart.
Yeah,
It's
exactly,
the Walmart
yeah.
of churches.
well, that's what's
dude.
funny too. Is
Yeah.
that they're all setting up in like old Sears that went out of business.
For sure. You know what amazes me? All the religions and their stories fucking just baffle me. But the Noah's Ark, that people believe that one.
What, 2 of every animal? on
Yes.
The fucking yeah.
The fact that there are actual thinking human beings on this planet that are like, yeah, I believe that, many, many moons ago, a man named Noah built a ginormous wooden ship and
As
fucking
big as the Titanic.
put 2 of every animal in the world on that ship.
I wonder how he got the message out.
To the animals.
Smoke
Yeah.
signal.
Yeah, he emailed.
Sage.
Yeah.
He emailed, dude. He just sent a mass
And
email out.
like, I mean, that's why the dinosaurs didn't make it though.
What, because they didn't get on the ark?
Maximum capacity, bro.
Oh, yeah.
They're too big.
Yeah, too big. Think,
Stupid
bro.
ass T-Rex
Use logic.
arms. Yeah.
So insects too?
Insects? Yeah, why
But
not?
that's what's amazing to me is that they believe every animal
Wait,
on
yeah,
Earth.
he couldn't kick the mosquitoes off. Like what
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck?
And how could you tell a female from male
Cockroaches,
cockroach?
get them the fuck off the boat.
Yeah.
I thought
were
it
you
was supposed to be like an allegory though. Like it's not supposed to be. I mean, I don't know shit.
Oh no, these
I
people
don't
believe
know.
this shit literally.
Oh, okay, for sure. But I don't know anything.
I'm not saying a significant
yeah.
percentage of people actually think that happened, but there are those people who do exist.
When was that supposed to happen?
I don't know.
Well,
What year?
they have those like Jesus or like those Jesus theme parks or whatever.
Yep.
Where
What?
they-
Wait, where's the
There's
Jesus
one
theme
near
park?
LA.
they're everywhere. They're,
Really?
Especially when you're in like evangelical, like flyover country.
Yeah, Bible Belt.
Yeah.
That's where the biggest one I think is somewhere in there.
Bible
in that
Belt.
area, yeah.
There's one near LA where they have.
You're not talking about Knott's Berry Farm, are you?
No. But they literally have Jesus riding.
that's a demon.
a T-Rex,
Satan-
right?
It's a raptor.
Oh, isn't
It's
that
Jesus
the
riding a
Creation
raptor.
Museum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legit.
Can you ride these rides?
I don't know if they have rides. Right. I mean,
Yeah, it's more like a museum kind
Yeah.
of deal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But like a theme park museum.
Yeah.
When I hear theme park, I'm thinking like Six Flags and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Is it? I don't know. How does that not go against the shit though to be selling like Jesus merch and have like a
Dude, I've
museum?
wondered the same thing for so long.
Well,
I'm
they-
like, man, if Jesus did come back, how pissed would he be seeing people profiting off his ass hanging on a cross?
Well, they've been doing it. The church has been doing it for like
I know.
for long, like hundreds of years, where
know.
they would sell like little things that like you could buy your salvation. I forget what they were
like
called. but-
trinkets.
yeah, pretty much. So
But
like back-
theoretically, that funds the process. So like I kind of understand that. You know what I mean?
So what are you questioning then specifically?
I'm just talking about random ass person. Like, oh, I'm just gonna sell
like the
Jesus
guy on the
t-shirts.
corner selling bootleg DVDs and Jesus stuff?
Right? Yeah. To
Like
me,
Dom's
yeah.
buddy had with the Jesus
Yeah.
fucking website?
that's when you get a call from the mega church. It's like, yo, you got to shut this down right now.
Before we shut you
Yeah.
down.
Can you you couldn't sell Scientology shit? They come after you.
Fuck yeah. Oh, I thought you meant like they're not selling shit.
No, I'm saying they'll
Yeah.
come after you.
Oh, like if they found out you were selling Scientology
They'll
shit?
send
Yeah.
people.
Well, they sent like private investigators to investigate Matt Stone and Trey Parker.
Parker,
yeah.
I mean, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to deal with the Scientology people.
Yeah, we're just gonna delete this whole segment.
Didn't Bridget the midget stab her fucking boyfriend?
Yeah, I was gonna get to that story, but I had another story regarding like human beings and their lack of ability to think. A mutual friend of ours actually was telling me today. She's a surgeon.
I thought we were gonna talk about our Lord and Savior.
No,
Mutual friend of
a
ours.
mutual friend of ours. His
It is
name's
the Lord's
his
Day.
name's Jesus. He mows my lawn.
Racist.
No, a mutual friend of ours is a surgeon, and she was telling me today she literally got called in to the hospital to remove a shoe from a guy's ass.
What
That
size was
was-
the shoe?
It was
And
a
that guy was me.
wingtip. It was a wingtip shoe that he managed to get. They didn't know what it was initially.
What's a wingtip?
Like the
Like them,
boot?
yeah, them
the
pointy.
pointy one.
Oh, it was,
Is that called wingtip?
Yeah. It's
Isn't
a
like,
style of shoe.
isn't that casual? Like,
I don't fucking.
good thing
Okay.
it wasn't a square toe.
That's not the point. The point is he had a shoe in his rectum, dude.
Nothing wrong with that.
Like, did he shove it there, or did some girl
No,
just
and that's
kick him
what
in
she
the ass?
literally. She texted me on the way over here, and she's like, "Oh," because I asked her. I said, "Well, did he say anything?" Because I picture if you're the dude shoving a shoe in your ass and you go to the hospital, you're probably not gonna. I would just pretend like I didn't speak English, like you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Just pointing to your ass.
I think I was just die because I'm too embarrassed.
Are you just
so
in the Are you
embarrassed.
just in the back seat of the Uber, like laying on your side? You
Yeah.
know?
She said it was a mistress thing. That's
Uh-huh.
what he informed. That's what he informed the nurse that it was a
Did
mistress.
she punt him?
The
in
mi-
the fucking
the
asshole?
mistress put it in his ass.
That's why you got to get a professional.
I mean, she could have been a pro. I don't know.
I'm all about some nasty shit, but why?
That's what I said. I'm like,
Why?
dude, she was like listing off shit. She said she's pulled out candlesticks. She's pulled out fucking now shoes. But I told her, I'm like, a candlestick, I wouldn't do it, but I could see it.
That makes sense.
You know?
I think it would be funny if you had your ass up in the air with a lit candle.
Yeah, that's a funny photo.
Happy birthday!
They just wheel you out in a cart and sing happy birthday.
Either that or
Happy
you make that. Yeah, you turn it into a birthday card,
I
and
like
that's the one you said.
multiple. That's all I can visual is like multiple candles that are all.
How old are you? 33 this year?
Like a bouquet out of your rectum.
like a blooming onion. Or
Yep.
You just fire them out like Roman candles. Just
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
So yeah, like I said, a candlestick to me, I mean, I wouldn't do it, but I could see someone doing that. Like, oh, this is kind of like a finger or a phallic shape. I could get this in my ass.
The shoe,
Dude, imagine like what I was thinking of is like, how long did it take for this mistress to get that up into his ass?
Like, how loose is that booty hole?
Oh man,
You know what I mean?
She said
not loose enough to get it out.
dude, yeah, because it's like a trap door, just.
Damn.
But she did say that your asshole could stretch to like 7 or 8 inches.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
With practice?
I mean, I don't know. I've never fisted
What do
my
they-
own rectum.
What do they call it? Training? Anal training now?
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, I
There's
saw
a
that
phrase for
girl.
it.
I think we've probably all seen it, but with the football, she pulls a football out of her ass.
No, I've seen
No,
one
yeah.
like I've seen it out of the vagina, but not the ass.
Softball. I've seen the softball out of the vagina. Ta-da!
Yeah.
Why are people doing this?
That was my big question is like, why? At what point have you like arrived at in your sexual development or lack thereof that you're like, I'm bored. Stick a shoe in my ass.
Honestly, these people must be walking around all day just looking at it and just be like, oh, I can shove that in my ass.
Seriously,
I could
like
shove-
that
I could
white
shove that in my ass.
White Claw can for a dude like that's nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh my
Nothing.
God.
Light work, baby.
It's all a challenge. Everything is a challenge that he looks at.
Well, how does this start though? What do you think? You just start with like normal
Starts with a
stuff,
finger.
with your finger, and you just keep working up.
So this is where I'm going to inevitably
Yeah,
end
yeah.
up.
You're always
Keep
chasing,
going down that path, brother.
I'm never getting a hood pass.
You're always chasing the dragon, bro.
San Diego man dies.
Shoving entire bottle of vodka in rectum.
And then fucking bottle breaking.
yeah,
Well, that happened. There is
Yeah.
that video. Yeah, the dude sat on the glass
yeah. I've seen the one where the guy puts a light bulb up his ass
and it breaks.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the logo.
and then he makes the worst noise.
Is that the
on
like
the
gurgling
Facebook.
noise?
Yeah,
that,
he's like,
okay, maybe. Oh, okay.
It's like, yeah, bro, you're
Yeah.
dying.
That's what the fuck you get.
Did he die?
No, but I mean, he had internal bleeding.
Yeah.
Can you imagine having to take shits?
No.
Oh,
I would ask them to fucking do a colostomy bag because I would not
Yeah.
want to pass anything through my asshole for the next 8 years.
It's like what was it? American History X. After he gets like raped in the fucking
Oh, yeah.
shower, like you can't do fucking anything.
yeah, yeah.
No.
Fuck all that. Fuck all that.
Jail for 20 years. That's what
Yeah, Mr. Jail over 20 for 500
Well,
million.
I ain't getting raped, bro. Fuck out of here. I saw, but I did see. I saw an interview of this guy who did 6 years in prison. I didn't even know this, but he was saying that they choke you out and then they rape you, so you can't fight.
So you're passed out.
So then you wake up and you've been fucking.
Why is my asshole hurt?
Yeah, and you have AIDS and Hep C. And like,
That's a rough. I mean, she had a rough first night. That's a rough first day, dude. You get AIDS, Hep C, and a bloody asshole the first day.
and then this guy was also saying that they will refuse to treat you for
The
Hep
doctors?
C. Yeah,
Oh.
and no, in jail. So. But if you have anything, AIDS or Hep C,
Yeah.
so you basically just rot away. So you have to get a lawyer to then fight for you to get hospital shit.
Yeah.
And then they'll
Too much
make
of
up
a
another
process.
excuse. Well, it costs so much money.
Yeah, I
And they
know.
just don't give a fuck. So basically, if you have AIDS or Hep C in jail, you're going to die in like 6 years. And they're not going to fucking help you.
Damn. And that's part of the deal too. You have to do the whole 20 for the 500 million. If you
With
die,
AIDS and Hep C?
yeah, if you die early, then
Yeah, but his
Deal's
point
off.
was his kids would still get the money.
no, deals off. You don't do the 20.
That's not part of the deal.
Yeah,
Why are you making it so hard?
Why? There's no death clause.
Yeah, he has to make it 20 years.
It's part
There's
of the
no
deal.
death
Deal's a
clause.
deal, bro.
I mean, there's no guarantee now I make it 20 years. The fuck are you talking about?
That's
Is
true.
Bridget the Midget going to jail?
Yeah, I think so. Actually, like I said, we just found out thanks to one of our lovely fans.
Yeah.
We found out about this today. Bridget the Midget has been arrested. And what was she arrested for, you might ask? She stabbed her boyfriend in the leg. This is in Las Vegas.
With a wingtip shoe.
And when the police arrived, she said, "It's my fault. I did it all. I should go to jail."
Woman of honor.
Yeah.
I like her honesty.
Yeah.
She did not live at the residence at the time, but she allegedly, it looks like she came back to the apartment where her significant other was and found him.
Is he a little person or a normal sized person?
It doesn't say.
That should be in the fucking
It should,
title
right?
of the article.
We need to know.
There should be a photo of the two of them together.
I need the details.
Yes.
She entered the apartment through an unlocked door and found her boyfriend with the other woman. She yelled at the couple and grabbed a knife and stabbed him.
God, I hope it's 3 midgets.
After she
I would pay to see that. I would
After
pay
she
to see
was
that online.
thrown out of the apartment, she threw a barbecue grill through the front. You know it's got to be a little hibachi. She can't fucking. There's no way she's tossing a
It's one of-
full-size Weber, dude.
It's one of the little tailgate
Yeah,
ones.
she's not getting a Traeger up that fucking second floor apartment. She told police that the guy attempted to stab her but missed.
There's like midget ninjas.
Hmm.
What the fuck's going on here? Stabbing and
Boyfriend named Jesse James was transported to the trauma unit.
Isn't Jesse James a porn star?
That's why I
it
laughed.
probably
That's
is.
not- yeah, that's what it
He
sounded
told
like.
police that he and the other woman were drinking and went back to the apartment to sleep. like the gentleman that he is.
Yeah. I tried that one.
And he said he didn't wake up until she stabbed him in the leg.
Wow, sleep with that dick buried up in her.
And he admitted that they do not live together, but admitted that they have been having sex for the last couple of years. Yep.
Bridget the midget. So I need to know. Like, is it a small? It's got to be the reason why they said his name.
I could Google Bridget the midget boyfriend.
Yeah,
Jesse James.
yeah. I bet it's the porn star.
It's
That's
gotta
a full size person, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
With a full size dick.
I mean, she don't care. It's Bridget the midget. She's savage.
I forgot all about her. See, I brought her up right now.
Yeah.
Was Bridget the Midget the one in the I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell movie?
I haven't seen that movie in a really long time. Probably is because
I
I
mean,
feel
how
like
many-
she's the most famous.
Yeah.
Out of that group, because she's a porn star, right, and a stripper.
Mhm.
I've seen some goofy ass videos on the internet of some small people doing
Me
some
too.
shit.
Yeah.
Just like, what is going on
Man,
here?
what are you doing? You're embarrassing yourself.
Yeah, it's real creepy.
Yeah.
It's real creepy.
I mean, you can't get like the normal shit. You know what I mean? Like you can't just
Yeah.
have like a normal porn with like a bunch of midgets.
I mean, why can't you?
yeah.
'Cause, I mean, like it's a specific thing. Like,
So is any fetish?
yeah, no, but I'm just saying, like, you couldn't have like just a straight up normal porn video of like two people fucking without it being like something weird and creepy.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, have you ever seen nugget porn?
Nugget
What?
porn?
Oh, you never seen this?
No.
Mm.
Oh, it's no arms and no legs.
Both
Wow.
people?
Real fetish.
And it's called nugget porn.
Well, just one of them.
She's 3'4", by the way. I didn't know that.
That's
3'4",
Yeah.
right?
Tiny.
Just take it, pipe.
Oh,
Suck it. and fuck
I mean,
it.
that's you're 40 inches tall.
Oh my god,
There are
3'4".
dudes with 12 inches of dick. That's basically like
Fucker.
1/3 of her
A
size.
third of her size.
Like, she can't take a 12-inch dick. Impossible. I gotta check after this, but that's
Yeah.
impossible.
No, it can't. Her vagina can't be large enough for
No,
that.
it
There's
can't
no
be.
That's
way.
definitely rearranging some organs.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, even like full-size Amazonian chicks.
I mean, though, like from the waist up, like she's not bad in that photo. You know
she's
what I mean?
not bad at all.
No.
Don't disrespect her.
Let me see her again.
Show these boys. The
They, like just seriously, if you covered up the torso and disregarded the fact that her legs are 4 inches high,
Wait, does she have? She has really little legs.
yeah, well,
Could you,
yeah, her
could
legs
you
end right
imagine
there.
pinning those little legs up?
But I mean, look at like that. That whole package is nice.
No, yeah, she ain't bad. I mean,
Yeah.
she's not famous because she's ugly.
No,
Yeah, I mean, you're not getting famous. I mean, there are people that are famous because they're ugly, but she's not one of them.
I still can't find out if her boyfriend is a little person too. I can't.
That's quite the curse, huh?
What, being a midget?
Yeah. That's a fucking bummer. You don't do anything to deserve that. It just happens.
That is
Hey,
true. That's true.
What's his name's made a living over it?
Wee man?
Well, we
Vern-
man, yeah,
Vern
but
Troyer?
Jason Acuna or whatever his name.
No, the what's his name from Game of Thrones?
Oh, yeah. But he's not, he's like, I mean,
He's like, yeah, I mean, yeah, he's been around acting forever.
no, but I mean, he's not super small.
I mean,
he's under 5 foot, ain't he?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
just hardly.
Well,
Yeah. He's not super
I don't
small.
think so. I think he's like a legit midget, like she is.
Dwarfism.
Dwarfism. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
different.
How old?
There's a bunch of different
What's his
terms
name?
here.
I'm gonna find
Yeah.
out how tall he is. What's his name?
I can't remember his name.
Oh, the
Yeah.
dude from Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Just put in
He's done a ton of movies.
If you just
Yeah.
look up Game of Thrones and
Yeah.
midget,
Game of
throw
Thrones
any-
midget.
Game of Thrones little person. Can you even say midget? I don't think you can say midget.
I don't
think it's
supposed-
legal.
But if it's in her name, which it is,
Yeah. Well, yeah, but that's a stage name. But I'm saying you can't just walk around the streets.
it's Peter Dinklage.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that his last name is Dinklage is just outstanding.
How tall is he?
I'm gonna look right now.
He's got to be.
Isn't there a little person convention in San Diego?
We got to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
I just want to see. I'm not gonna go make fun of people.
Yeah, I
I'm
just
not
want to
gonna-
see.
I'm not gonna point. I won't even stare. I'll wear sunglasses.
That and
you're
isn't
trying,
there?
you're trying to lay pipe, aren't you?
I mean, I'd knock it off the bucket list. Why
He's
not?
4'4".
Oh, really? Is that
Yep.
small?
So, but he's a foot taller than she is.
Holy shit! Yeah, yeah. I guess that's true. So wait, 3 feet.
She
I
can't
mean,
be
40
that.
inches, dude.
Yeah. That's
Like, that's
small.
40 inches.
And then he's like that tall, maybe.
Yep.
Wow.
Man.
And I also heard there's like a fucking little person village in La Jolla. It's got like some little houses.
I've heard that before. I heard that's like a urban legend. now,
Yeah,
isn't
is
it?
it?
These are the things we need to be going out on field trips to do.
Yeah. Why are we going there and
Wasn't
trying to
it-
summon
Wasn't
critters?
it called like the Purple Town or something like weird?
Yeah,
like
something
that?
weird. Yeah, some weird town.
I mean,
La
I've never
Jolla.
heard of this.
Either it exists or it doesn't. I've heard that it does.
Yeah.
That really should not
Me
be
too.
hard to figure out.
We'll
But
go-
like, the thing is, people will say it exists, but you've never heard anybody say, "Okay, here's the street where it's at."
No.
I mean, it's like the donkey show in TJ.
Yep.
Yeah, you just gotta find it,
You
baby.
gotta find it. Just keep looking.
Do
Keep
you think
going
you can
through the-
find it though?
Weaving through those alleys.
Have you heard anybody who's found it?
The actual donkey show.
The actual donkey show?
No,
Yeah.
No,
And TJ?
I don't think it's real.
It may have been real in like the 1920s when or like the 1920s, 1930s during the Great Depression or during Prohibition when people would go down there and drink.
What? So you don't think there's a chick right now down in Mexico getting fucked by a donkey?
Everyone likes to pretend like Mexico has no laws.
Yeah.
Like there's way more. Like Mexico is so strict.
Well, prostitution ain't one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't
even
know what the laws
yeah.
are. They might just overlook that.
They might look the
Yeah.
other way.
Sure, they're overlooking a donkey laying pipe too.
I feel like bestiality is one of those
Yeah.
like universal. Like you can't. Do
It's
this.
frowned upon generally across the world.
Yeah.
Well, it's like with like gay marriage was a thing. People are like religious people are like, oh well, next thing you know, they're gonna be marrying like animals. Like, no, like that's like next level shit. It ain't gonna happen.
I've seen some seriously fucked up,
Yeah.
like bestiality.
Oh
porn.
yeah. I'm not saying like bestiality doesn't happen. I'm just saying like
I mean, people are
Like,
marrying ghosts and shit right now. Like, there's some fucking weirdos out there.
Yeah, like haven't people married like cars
Their
and fucking
dogs,
yeah.
I mean,
People
it's
are
not like
fucking
your
crazy.
real
Ziggs,
marriage.
that's not that crazy. Just don't.
Yeah. I mean,
Get ready for it.
I guess.
you gonna propose to Ziggs?
Yeah, I'm gonna get down on one knee.
Who's gonna be the best man, Dom?
I'd do it.
There you go.
What's up? Yeah.
When are you gonna get Zig a friend?
What the fuck? You were supposed to get a dog.
No, for the house.
No,
Not-
no,
Why?
because fucking 2 dogs is twice as much responsibility.
You're already doing all the same shit.
Doesn't matter. It's
You already-
expensive
you-
and it's fucking just Ziggs and I got a good thing going, dude. It's just smooth. We got a routine. We got it down pat. It's easy.
He can't wait for you to die in your sleep so he can eat your face.
Dude, he is so fucking he would not even want to entertain having another fucking dog around.
Yeah, so what did happen? You were supposed to get a dog. What the fuck?
I don't know. I just
Because you were serious. You had that
Yeah.
serious face. Like, oh yeah, I'm doing it.
Is that the Scoop
Yeah,
serious
yeah.
face?
We're doing this for real.
Well, no, I research for whenever I do something, I'd like to do a lot of research. Did a lot of research, and the more I was thinking about it, I was just like, I don't like coming home. I don't like fucking dealing with shit.
It changes. I mean, it would change everything.
You want to just lay down and relax. Now you got to go walk the dog and pick up its shit.
I mean, I don't mind that, but like, I don't know. If I want to go on a trip, I don't even have to think about it. I can just leave.
Leave, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they
So,
have the dog hotel right next to the Vietnamese restaurant.
Yeah,
BB.
$500 a night so they can fucking feed your dog gourmet food. Like,
Yeah.
they don't need this. They don't need this. I'm sorry, Zig. They don't need this.
I would dog sit for you if you had to go out of town.
Nah, my dog would be too wild for you. Smoking weed.
Crack.
They would definitely bark at Bradley and try to bite him.
Hell yeah. He's got a little limp going. He's got a
Well,
vest
you're
on like
train your dog to sea walk.
yeah, he's got a vest on like 50 Cent. My dog would
What?
fuck
So
around.
you've 86 the dog idea then?
Not 86'd it, but
What about the old bird?
the
You want a
old
dog?
bird.
Why don't you
Yeah.
get a bird?
a bird.
Get a bird for the old bird.
You
Birds are
don't
pretty
have two.
Were you about to say birds are pretty cool?
Yeah, pretty cool.
No, they're not.
They're interesting. It's interesting. They talk.
Yeah, I had a bird when I was a kid. It was kind
Yeah,
of
you could
What
pet
kind
them.
of bird did you have?
I can't even remember. It was a big white
Was
bird.
it,
Yeah.
oh, like a not a
They're
parakeet, a
so
fucking parrot.
They're so annoying
Or
though, if you
fuck-
don't, if you
it's
don't
a
put a blanket
cockatiel.
over him.
Or a macaw.
Macaw.
maybe? Yeah.
It's one of those species.
Yeah.
My friend growing up had like 25 animals in his house. It was like a fucking zoo. It was so gross going
I'm
over
sure it
there.
smelled great.
Oh, it
Yeah,
was
that's
fucking
disgusting.
awful.
It's the first thing I thought of.
Um,
Petting zoo and shit.
and he had like a parakeet or whatever in like a cage in the living room. And every time we'd walk in the room, he would just nonstop keep saying my friend's name and go, Jimmy!
No, that's
hilarious.
Stop.
It's hilarious for the first 10
Oh, yeah,
times,
I
and then
was
it gets
gonna try-
real fucking old.
Yeah. You teach it the N word.
It's happened before, I guarantee
I'm
it.
sure there's a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Have you seen that one?
No.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
yeah.
it's a parrot. He sings
Yeah.
the whole song.
Yeah.
Really?
And then you know the part where the dude screams and he goes, it's so fucking funny. You can find that on YouTube. It's the funniest shit ever.
How many words can they repeat?
A lot.
Yeah,
They can do
a
like
lot.
sentences.
Mhm.
Yeah, like the bird that we had. I think it was like art because I was pretty young, but it was like
What was his name?
couldn't even tell you.
Really?
But it was like a
Petey?
family friend like left the bird with us when they went on a trip, and then
Mhm.
they came back, and then it stayed with us for like a long time, you know. Anyway, but yeah, the bird would make fun of them, or not make fun, but copy the microwave, like the actual noise of the microwave.
Oh, it's
Wow.
fucking everything.
yeah, like,
huh?
like anything it would hear, it would just repeat.
Mimic, yeah.
Like even like watching TV or something, it would start repeating the shit from TV. And they only need to hear it a couple times. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for sure, go to a pet store, N-word immediately. That's hilarious, right? All the birds in the pet store.
Yeah.
Unsellable. You can't sell that bird. Right? I mean, if you
Racist bird half off.
I mean, there's probably certain people who would buy that bird easily.
Yeah.
Hey, Bill, this is a cool bird.
I mean,
Like, what's his face? The dude who fucking walked. How far did he walk to try to get some 13-year-old pussy?
Oh, Mr. fucking
Billy Bob Hanks.
Tommy Lee Jenkins of fucking Indianapolis.
So wait, so what? Okay, what's the scenario here?
All right, so this guy was talking to a 14-year-old girl in Wisconsin.
Sick.
Right?
On like Facebook Messenger or some
I don't know,
shit?
just some kind of online deal.
Tight.
And you know what I mean? Sending them
So
dick
wrong.
pics, you know, all that. She's like, yo, come over. He's like, all right, well, I don't have a vehicle. He's like, hey, whatever you got to do to come get this pussy, come get it.
Oh my God.
He was like,
Shut the fuck up.
fuck it, I'm walking.
So does he throw like I don't know, some macaroni in a bag? And
I
just-
picture him with one of those. What are the
stick?
hobo sacks?
The
Yeah.
stick with the fucking
There was a
bag
name.
on
There was
the-
a name for that though. Like he's
Um,
whistling
yeah.
tunes.
a bundles.
Yeah.
Like a bundle stick or
Like
something
walking
that,
down the
yeah.
railroad tracks.
He walked
Going to get me some pussy today.
350 miles.
He actually made it that far.
He made it that far.
How
You know,
long?
How long did it take him?
Yeah.
oh, I didn't say how long it took him, but yeah, he's from Whitestown, Indiana, and walked all the way to Wisconsin.
And they go ahead.
Did he have proper equipment? Like I
Some
need
walking
to
sticks. Like,
I mean, to walk 300
Like trekking
miles,
poles.
something. I mean, 300 miles isn't like I'm gonna go walk, Cowles Mountain or something.
No, that's a yeah.
Bro,
That's a
did
commitment.
he at least have some
Yeah.
rollerblades or something?
I don't know, but we have said it before. Like, pussy makes you do some crazy things.
I mean, I was gonna say something.
Don't go there. Tight.
Chris Hansen has entered the building. The FBI is here.
Hey, Dom, you want to come here?
Take a seat right over
See,
here.
I don't want to sit. No. Take a seat.
Did you see the one where the dude was eating the fucking pizza?
Yeah, he's like, who are you? I'll tell you who I am in a little bit.
Wait,
yeah.
Okay, so the guy walks all this way,
Yeah.
and then he just gets there and gets arrested.
Yeah, he gets there because the whole time he's talking to some
So it
sheriff.
was a sting operation.
It was a sting.
Oh, okay.
It was a
Isn't it
sting.
always? Is anyone like? I mean, I don't condone anything, obviously, but is anyone sleeping with underage people? Isn't it always FBI?
Yeah,
You would think so.
It's like trying to find a hitman, or like anytime, or like trying to find ingredients to build a bomb. Like, it's always the FBI.
It's
Dude.
always-
Can
the
you?
FBI.
But can you imagine the FBI like playing the role of this girl, and they're like, "There's no way this motherfucker's gonna walk," and then there's a knock on the door. Like 12 days later, they're like, "Holy shit!"
All the FBI agents at the room, like, oh my god!
I wouldn't even arrest him. I'd be like, "Man, that's dedication."
Bro, yeah, the determination on your mind to walk 350 miles just with one thing on it, just
Jeez.
fucking.
What's the farthest you travel for pussy?
The farthest you would travel, or the farthest you have traveled?
I think
went
that
to-
depends on what age you are.
I've definitely gone from the Pacific to the Atlantic. You know what I mean?
But that, like, at a certain age, that doesn't matter. That's
But
like
you-
a trip for fun.
You flew.
No, I
it's not
walked.
Like, yeah, no. I'm saying like the trip itself is more time traveled than like miles traveled. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah, it's
Oh, I
not
see
like
what you're saying.
driving, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if it's like a 3-hour, 5-hour flight, whatever, that's the time you traveled.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which could easily be a drive from L.A. to the Bay Area.
Yeah,
For
nah, I think only like Vegas from here.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be about it. Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck all that.
That's the farthest you've gone, or that you would go.
No, that's part of I gone. At that point, I feel like I'd just fly him over here. San
Yeah.
Diego's cooler anyway.
And let's be real here. There's no limit on how far or how long I will travel for some good pussy. If I like it, I'm traveling. if I gotta go deep into the Cambodian jungle with a fucking machete.
What about deep in like Taliban territory in
Good.
Afghanistan?
Been there. Let's go. Fucking
Ain't my first rodeo.
Let's roll. Strap me up. No rules, no Geneva Convention. Just fucking killing villagers.
What about you? What's the farthest you travel, Bradley?
I mean, what do you consider traveling? Because, like, if I were interested in a chick, whether I was going to fuck her or not, like, I'd probably hang out somewhere for a weekend, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when I think traveling for pussy, I think like that night some chick calls you and is like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I need that dick."
Come over 8 hours
know?
away.
That's what I picture as like how far anyone's ever actually gone for vagina.
If you put it like that, 45 minutes.
That's what I'm
max.
saying. I
Yeah.
think for me it's about 40. No, I've probably driven to like fucking Orange County or
Yeah.
LA. So
I go to LA
we'll call it 3
I've
hours.
done to Hollywood for one night.
Yeah,
for one night.
that's
like,
what I think.
Not even stay over. Like I
You drove back?
drove back like late in the night. Like
Oof.
Wow. So you were literally there for like 30 minutes?
no
30 seconds.
nut and I'm out. Gotta go.
All right.
No, like we went out and like got dinner and drinks
Oh.
and shit beforehand, and then went back to her place. And I just like I could have stayed. I just remember laying there. I was like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah.
LA sucks. Fuck.
That
LA
fucking-
Yeah, but so does that
Traffic.
traffic coming back. Well, you
Well,
probably
yeah,
left
it's like-
late.
It's like
Yeah.
like 1 a.m.
No,
or
I
some
would
shit like
at that hour. I would definitely consider leaving LA. I'm like,
Plus
I
her-
could stay here and be uncomfortable, or I could
Yeah.
drive and be home in my own bed,
And her place was so gross. It was like a shitty studio in Hollywood, and
like in like the thick of Hollywood, the middle of it all.
yeah, like in
Yeah.
the middle of it all. It was tiny, and like the bed was like cornered off in this like weird enclave, and I was just like, I don't want to be here right now.
Her
She
nasty
was,
ass feet.
yeah, she was
Uh.
smoking out of her bong the whole time, and you get that weed smell. And I, was
I
like,
know
God,
that I've been in that apartment. I know
Yeah.
the smell of that
We've all been in
apartment,
that
dude. I
apartment,
know
yeah.
that smell.
Patchouli oil,
Yeah,
disappointment,
yeah.
used condoms,
Ugh.
fucking. Ugh.
Doo-doo stain Victoria's Secrets.
She's got
The
fucking.
bathroom just covered up with all kinds of fucking beauty products.
Oh, for sure.
everywhere.
And they're all like, she doesn't have room on the tiny ass sink, so they're all on the back of the toilet.
Yeah,
Yeah, live, laugh, love is somewhere.
Somewhere.
And every morning she writes on the mirror like, "You can do this," and fucking lipstick.
You are beautiful.
You are beautiful.
and the most depressing part about Hollywood is it's always some woman or some guy, whatever, like chasing their dream.
yeah,
Like she was trying to be like a director.
Right.
You know, and it's just like, it's even more tragic when you put it in that context. It's not like, oh, like I'm working as like a server, just trying to make ends meet, like, you know, doing my thing. It's like, no. Like I'm just doing this in the spare time because I'm really going to be a director very soon.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
And
like
it's-
I'm only waiting tables.
Yeah.
But it's crazy though, because every once in a while that happens.
Yeah.
You
It
know?
does.
Yeah, it does. But it's very
so
fucking rare.
Yeah, but
Well,
like
those
that
are just-
can't happen.
Yeah, but I mean, those are people who are like,
I thought I was leaving.
no,
All right, I'm gonna head out.
Well, it's an hour. See you guys.
no, but I mean, obviously you have to work and make ends meet while you're
course.
pursuing your acting career. But if you look back, like if you look back at movies from like the mid 90s, you'll see a bunch of super famous people having like one line roles
of
in
course,
movies in
yeah,
like the
yeah.
mid 90s. Like
Yeah.
those people were still like working actors and directors and all that
Yeah.
shit, or like, you know, working in films like all the way back then. So like, but these people are like for the most part in LA, like aren't even like in that door yet.
Yeah.
And like it's just
Yeah.
even more depressing when that's the case. It's like I matched with some girl and she was like on her like Bumble profile, it's about how she's an actress or whatever. And I'm like looking up on IMDb, fucking nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I respect that you're like acting and you're doing your thing, but like
Kill it.
yeah, you're,
Well, you
you're
cut
not-
the
you're
bullshit
not
out.
there.
You also got to grind. Like my buddy, he's trying to make a documentary, right? And but he's never really made anything. But he's trying to get funding for like a
Yeah.
big documentary.
It's hard to sell that.
And I was trying to tell him without like, you know, I don't want to rip his fucking heart out. I was like, bro, you can make a 20-minute documentary on your fucking iPhone.
Yeah.
Like but you have to keep doing that. You keep building on that process. Keep, you know, making little movies here and there.
It's the grind,
And
dude.
then then someone will go, hey, I like what you're doing. Let me give you some funding. And then that builds. You can't just go like, oh, I want to make Avengers 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Give me some money.
Yeah, give me money. I want Avengers. Like, no, bro, you got to like do this.
The craziest thing is like when it comes to film and like going into Hollywood and shit and all the investors there and all the studios, like everybody there has their fucking hand out trying to like get something, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah. That
everybody's
Chinese money.
Everybody's trying to beg for a little bit of money to like get their project. Like the notion that like you're just going to go to an investor and they're going to be like, that's it,
Yeah.
is fucking a moonshot. Like it'll
Yeah.
never fucking happen.
Yeah. Well, I also do think that most regular people, and I would include myself in that, but like don't really know how money works, like in general with that kind of stuff. Like, how do you get funding, or like,
Yeah.
and they'll have this like perception, like Jeff Bezos has, you know, $4 whatever he's worth, whatever the amount of money. Like he doesn't have that money sitting in his
In his
bank account.
mattress.
Like it's like, dude, he makes. I mean, his bonus is like
yeah.
$1 million a year, and his salary is like $100,000 a year, whatever, right? And I'm sure he has other money coming in from other places, right?
He's worth that.
The Amazon,
Yes.
he doesn't
empire,
physically
yeah.
have that money.
Yeah.
And it's like people just think like, oh no, he could just give me $1 billion. Like, no, then he'd have to sell a third of the company. Like, what are you talking about?
Good,
Like,
sell it.
yeah. But I just mean like a lot of people don't think like that, or they see like net worth. They're like, dude, that guy has so much fucking money. Like he just give us money for this project. It's like, no, but it's in his house. It's in the.
And the problem is that you and everybody else has your cup out trying to get that money too.
Yeah, of
Like,
course. Yeah,
You're not the only one who's like, oh, well, he'll give me the money. Like, no, there's
Yeah.
everybody else is coming up to them trying to get something.
Exactly.
That's how I'll know when we've made it, when our net worth can be Googled.
yeah.
Tasteless Gentlemen net worth. Dom King net worth.
Just Google 0 plus 0.
Yeah. You can probably Google it right now. It's just like negative 10 million. Fucking losers.
Well, on the loser note, you want to end this one?
No, I'm not done complaining.
On the Patreon, please.
Yeah, hit Scoop Up later on tonight on the fucking Discord.
T-shirts, of course, as always. Fuck Scoop, 20% off for show listeners only. If you give it to anyone who's not a show listener, I will find out. I have your address. I will find you, and I will
That
kill
is true.
you.
You do have addresses.
The band hammer.
The band hammer.
Immediately, you get the band hammer.
Ice!
Yeah, I was about to say, you get the ice across
Ice!
the neck.
I just come through your window. Just. Anyway, thanks for the support, everybody. I think you know what I'm gonna do today.
What's
I'm gonna go day drinking. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna edit this show, then I'm going out. I'm gonna get on my little
With your
bicycle
new friends?
With my new friends. I'm gonna ride my bicycle. I'm gonna steal Ziggs. We're going to get some pussy.
Can I go?
No.
No, you're not a new friend. You're just an old acquaintance.
Let me explain this one more time. New friends.
Cool. I understand. Yeah, no worries. Fair enough. Well, let's end this one, guys. 1,
And 2.
3.
By the way, that dude who walked in with like 4 girls, they fucking
Good.